Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Angellina. In this video, I'm going to review the topic of syntax. What is syntax? Syntax is the branch of linguistics that studies how words are arranged to form phrases, clauses, and sentences. It focuses on sentence structure, how components like nouns and verbs are ordered and connected. The purpose of learning syntax is to understand how our brain organizes grammar. It helps us analyze sentences systematically. Now, let's talk about the key concept. One of the most important ideas in syntax is hierarchical structure. Sentences aren't just linear string of words. They are made of constituents or word groups that function as units. Some key terms you need to remember include: first, phrase structure rules, which show how phrases are built. Second, syntactic categories like NP or noun phrase, VP or verb phrase, and PP, prepositional phrase. Third, tree diagrams, which represent the internal structure of a sentence visually. Tree diagrams are especially useful for breaking down a sentence and seeing how words relate to each other. They show which words go together and help us explain grammatical patterns. Example: the dog barked. Here how it breaks down. The dog is a noun phrase or NP, barked is a verb phrase or VP. Together they form a sentence. In tree diagram form, it will start with S at the top, branching into NP and VP, and so on. By applying these diagrams, we can analyze not only simple but also complex sentence structure more clearly. Syntax is closely related to other areas of linguistics like morphology. For example, morphology explains how individual words are formed, and syntax shows how two words are combined. Honestly, one challenging part was building complex tree diagrams. It can be hard at first to decide where to break parts or label categories, especially when a sentence includes modifier or prepositional phrases. I also found it tricky to memorize all the phrase structure rules at first, like how a VP can include a verb and NP or PP. But with enough phrases, it becomes easier. So, to summarize, syntax is about understanding how language is structured. Tree diagrams are tools that help us visualize and analyze that structure. The most important thing I learned is that sentence structure is not random. It's full of predictable rules that reflects how our brain processes language. This knowledge is really useful, especially for analyzing grammar and teaching language. If I could suggest anything, it would be to include more step-by-step examples for complex sentences. Also, more practice exercises would help solidify our understanding of how to apply the rules. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.